If we look at the overall market cap today, we're currently sitting at $1.87 trillion, and we're down 41% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at 50%. If we look at the overall market in the last hour, and even in the last 24 hours, we're seeing a lot of green across the board. And that's to be expected, because Bitcoin has been a bit unstable over the past few days. Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Make Money Online. We really appreciate you stopping by today. We're going to be leaving a special link for our viewers to sign up on Binance and get a lifetime discount of 5% on trading fees. All you have to do is follow the link in the description and sign up to enjoy this offer. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to drop off a message in the comment section below. We'd love to know what you guys think. And to all our current viewers, we'll please ask you to smash that like button. For those of you who are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. We're all aware that in the past week, Bitcoin and the entire crypto market has been going in a downwards trend. And I personally think that this is extremely healthy, because we've been seeing so much bullish momentum. So this is perfectly normal, and a very good time to buy in when the markets are red. We've been seeing a lot of bullish momentum and green after green over the last 2 months, so some sort of correction is very much needed. Some are anticipating a drastic correction within the market, saying that fears of a major 50% correction have sent Bitcoin crashing under $50,000 and Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano lead a $200 billion crypto price plunge, according to an analyst on Forbes. And going on to add that some reports said the Bitcoin sell-off, which also tanked major cryptocurrencies Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano, wiping $200 billion from the combined near $2 trillion cryptocurrency market capitalization, was sparked by speculation that US President Joe Biden's plan to hike capital gains taxes could reduce crypto investment, but it follows multiple warnings in recent days Bitcoin and the wider cryptocurrency market could be headed for correction. Just as crypto enthusiasts and market watchers relentlessly and anxiously keep an eye on the price charts as the market continues to show more volatility, expert predictions, such as those from Scott Minerd, Guggenheim Partners investment manager, who also happens to be a long-term and ardent supporter of Bitcoin, have cautioned Bitcoin is about to experience a major correction. In his words, I think we could pull back to 20,000 to 30,000 on Bitcoin, which would be a 50% decline. But the interesting thing about Bitcoin is we've seen these kinds of declines before. Minerd, who's an old-timer with the idea of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, had earlier stated, sometime in December last year, that Bitcoin's price valuation would amount to $400,000 given its scarcity and its relative value to gold, stressing that our fundamental work shows that Bitcoin should be worth about $400,000. He said it's based on the scarcity and relative valuation, such as things like gold, as a percentage of GDP. XRP's price plummets by 50%, introducing a new buying opportunity for aspiring XRP hodlers. Following a significant dip in the price markers of the entire cryptocurrency market, all thanks to Bitcoin's correction, the price of XRP had a major rally at the beginning of April, just as investors grew more confident that their favorite payment settlement cryptocurrency platform would be the victor in the impending case with the SEC. The cryptocurrency had peaked to an overwhelmed relative strength index, down below 30 on the 4-hour chart, a trend that proves beyond a reasonable doubt to be a perfect buying opportunity, owing to the fact that the last 2 such similar occurrences and price movements over the last month had the price of XRP encounter a 30% rebound. Additionally, XRP solidly maintains the 200 simple moving average, thus we could be looking at a bounce back towards the 50 or the 100 simple moving average, eventually converging at the $40 price tag. However, if we miss the 200 simple moving average, rest assured there would be a significant shift in price, given there are almost no support levels below this point until right about 60 cents. In recent events, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission had requested that Judge Analisa Torres deny Ripple and its executives from accessing the SEC's internal documentation, on the basis that these records are not in any way related to the case. As reported by a statement from the US SEC, they had to express their concerns, adding that the defendants are harassing while trying to thwart the initial focus of the proceedings. According to them, it's become evident through the meet and confer process that defendants are seeking to ignore the limitations of this court's order and to mire the SEC in indefinite discovery disputes and, if successful, document review. Well, moving on to today's topic, the Bank of America's head of global banking has heaped praise on cryptocurrency project Ripple and its ability to integrate with traditional banking services, according to Yahoo Finance. The Bank of America senior executive Julie Harris had this to say while addressing a question as she shed some light on the Ripple BOA partnership from last year. She also discusses the emerging payment options for modern-day enterprises, as well as how to best improve on existing platforms, if not foster mainstream adoption for much newer technologies such as blockchain and cryptocurrencies. In her words, it's not about our platform and our capabilities. It's about you as a client and the infrastructure you have and the ability for us to integrate, whether that's with platforms and capabilities that we built or partnerships that we have with the likes of Ripple or Swift. Julia had earlier commended the digital asset for its ability to integrate well with the conventional banking system, further adding that these are fintechs that we're partnering with. They've come through all of our rigor of legal and compliance, and we're able to leverage our banking as a platform to deliver that to you. Although Ripple had earlier announced the Bank of America as one of its leading partners in November 2020, the bulk of the information leading up to the Ripple Bank of America partnership has been kept discreet up until recently. This is disclosed on the company's official website, where the San Francisco software company features the Bank of America, Standard Chartered, Santander, MoneyNet, SBC, and Neum as 6 leading financial institutions in RippleNet, a generic term used to refer to the company's global network of banks and financial institutions. According to the company's website, the RippleNet membership is a network of leading financial institutions that collectively and democratically govern and evolve RippleNet. These institutions work to standardize global cross-border transactions. The membership enables RippleNet participants to adhere to the RippleNet rulebook, a common framework that ensures operational consistency and legal clarity for every transaction. Thus far, details of the partnerships are still restricted, as no official news had been released on both sides, by either Ripple or these banks, regarding the partnerships. But we can bet that the Ripple BOA partnership is based on cross-border payments, in light of Harris's comment with regards to their association to Ripple and Swift. Here's the thing, guys. If these banks could acknowledge the existence of Ripple and even go a step further to engage in a partnership deal with the startup fintech, knowing full well that its use case is basically set to rival the world's leading provider of secure financial services, Swift, with whom they're already in a long-term partnership with, doesn't that tell you a thing or two about where this is all heading? It's no doubt that cryptocurrencies are here to stay, and taking over the traditional ways of doing things, effecting a paradigm shift witnessed last during the invention of the internet in the late 20th century. To think otherwise only says 2 things about you as an investor. It's either you do not fully understand what the underlying blockchain technology entails, or you're yet to be enlightened on the uniqueness of XRP that would see it become an even better option against the #1 crypto asset on the planet, Bitcoin. Personally, I think that Ripple is going to win the SEC case. And if this happens, and once the market recovers from its current downtrend, we could see XRP break out of the almost $2 resistance levels, and conveniently heading for the $4 mark, and afterwards hitting $10 mid-quarter 3 and $50 by year-end. But here we are again at the end of today's video, so make sure you hit that like button, tap the red subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications to watch more interesting videos from Make Money Online, as we post every day at the same time. And again, all the information we provide in this video, and all other videos, is made for informational and entertainment purposes only. So make sure you consult with a professional financial advisor before investing in any crypto we discuss on the channel or any kind of investment at all. Once again, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.